Happy Monday. Hello, beautiful souls. How are you doing today? How are you feeling? How is everybody integrating and doing with all these shifts and energetic bursts we're getting? I wanted to come live today and talk to you about grounding, what it is, why we do it, why it's so super important right now, why it's super important to do when you are feeling heavy, anxious, you're struggling, if you find you're getting caught up in overthinking or overanalyzing. The best thing you can do in those moments is ground. And what grounding is it's connected with your root chakra. And it is all about safety. Safety, security, trust, allowance, and flow. When we are not grounded, if you think about it this way, when you ground, it's like anchoring yourself into Mother Earth. It is anchoring yourself into the core of the earth. So when you aren't consciously grounding, chances are you're not grounded. And that's okay. Grounding is a very quick tool to learn. It is a very quick process to learn. I'm going to walk you through, I'm going to do a guided meditation at the end of this. I just wanted to go over a few things in regards to grounding. Now, the quickest way to ground will be through meditation and visualization, if you are able to. Some people, I've been hearing a lot that there's issues when it comes to visualizing, and then sometimes as you visualize, you can find you're getting off track because you are trying too hard to visualize. We're trying too hard to feel the energy rather than allow it when we're grounding. So meditation, visualization, sitting on the earth and just allowing yourself to be is a very quick way to ground. There are multiple ways to ground. The main one I want to talk about is going to be a visualization and through meditation. So when you are grounding, again, you are connecting through your root chakra and you are pulling your energy down. So when you are a starseed, when you are a light worker, whatever term you want to identify with, the majority of us have very active higher chakras. So from the heart, especially the throat, third eye, and the crown. Hence why we analyze, we think, we take things, we dissect it, we try to pull it apart. We want to find a solution for this. We want to know why about this. We want to know where, who, what, when, why, and how about everything. So when we do that too often and you're not fully grounded, you will find you feel you are on that hamster wheel or in a state of thinking so much that your body energetically builds up, and then all of a sudden you feel overwhelmed, overloaded. It's like defeat. You can feel defeat, frustration, annoyance, anger. You feel the opposite of what you were trying to accomplish by doing these things. So a really good, powerful thing to do is to push that energy downwards. Have yourself anchored. When you're not anchored, it's like a helium balloon, okay? You're like a helium balloon. If you don't have that weight at the bottom, okay? At the bottom of those balloons are going to float up. And they're just going to continue to go up, 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 right? So you need a weight to hold that energy down. So as you ground, that's what you are doing. You are anchoring yourself to the grid, to the core, to the love, to the essence of the earth, to Gaia. And why that's so powerful, if you think about it, your hair grows, your nails grow, you breathe, right? So many of our functions, our bodily functions, happen without us even needing to think about it. You get up and walk, but you don't need to think about activating every single muscle that's going to allow you to walk. When you talk, you don't need to think about pronouncing words. They just come out. That is what practice, repetition, the subconscious, that's what all those things do. They do not require our constant attention, which is what we can end up doing with many situations, beliefs, ideas, different things that are coming up, right? We want to analyze it. We want to know why. And as we're trying to do that, remember, that's the mind. That is the mind energy. And the mind energy is great because it allows us to experience these realities on earth. So as a full, whole being, you would understand what unconditional love feels like. So you wouldn't need to experience it. So I'll use this as an example. Many of us were very excited to come down to this reality because we knew what love felt like, but we didn't get those experiences where we had animals, okay, or where we had a pet that we could physically hold and they were so cute and squishy. We knew what it felt like because we are just connected to all. So we know all. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Jeremy, Dwayne, Anthony. Let's see, Edgar, Glenn. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Feel free to share this with anybody. Share it to groups, share it to friends and family. The information I give is tools. That's what I really try to do, is tools to help you to embody this reality with the least amount of resistance, meaning the most peace. So as you ground, you allow for an energetic flow to move down. So all this energy that built up, remember in our higher chakras, up, those will be very active. And then our lower chakras, coming from your solar plexus, sacral, and root, a lot of times we don't focus as much on these because, again, we are very functioning in our third eye. We see, feel, know things without even hearing them. We can be in a room and we're getting information. We're getting downloads of information. You know, it's always coming in. Around certain people, you're getting downloads. Nothing could be happening, but energetically you can sense something is going on. So it's very important to ground daily, often, throughout your day. And a very common way is for people to imagine when you are sitting, your root chakra is at the base of your spine. So basically, if you're sitting down, it's right directly underneath your butt where you are sitting, okay? And it's red. You can picture any color you want. I picture it as a red orb when I'm sitting. Now, do your best to not overthink it. You just want to picture it. Picture a bright red orb lining up or glowing at the bottom of your base chakra, at the bottom of your spine when you're sitting. You can do this laying down. I found when my anxiety has been bad in the past, often meditation sitting up, I don't get the same amount of relaxation or grounding that I want because, again, our minds are so active. Our minds want to do. So sometimes laying down, it's like, well, I don't want to lay down. Why? Well, because I do that when I go to bed. But we don't often think of it as a way to relax and let your body to just be. It's very relaxing for the nervous system, right? Which is connected to your brain. It's connected to everything. So laying down during meditation, I find, is more relaxing. Now, there's times where I do meditation sitting up, but honestly, for me, I prefer to lay down. I prefer to be in a very comfortable, relaxed position when I am anxious or it's very, very heavy. Because for me, that is an act of surrender. I'm willing to lay here, especially when you're anxious. Laying down can be one of the hardest things to do, to not move. So when it's very hard to do, it's very important that you do it. And then that resistance that you can feel when it comes to sitting in those anxious moments starts to fade. And it's about trusting. Trusting as you do this, your subconscious is picking it up, Your soul, your spirit, everything around you is picking it up. And it's about disengaging from the world around you. So as I go into the meditation, I'm going to be explaining the way I visualize it, the way I visualize grounding. And when you ground to Mother Earth, her energy is so loving and kind and gentle. You know, I was talking to my sister this morning. For her, when she lays down and she grounds, she doesn't ground from her root chakra. She grounds from her heart chakra. So when she lays down, if she's laying on her stomach, say she's laying on her stomach, she pictures roots coming out from wherever she's feeling anxiety, or if you're feeling heaviness, or you're feeling a block, or you're just feeling frustration or unknown. Right now, there is so much intensity happening. We're getting such energetic bursts of energy that it's sometimes causing confusion. It's like, what am I doing here? Why am I here? Why am I still experiencing these things? I don't want to do this anymore. This is too much. I can't do this. How much longer? You know, those are the kind of thoughts that I've been getting when it's been getting heavier and harder. Those moments, you know, those are instant thoughts that come up. So in those moments, it's about breathing, realizing you don't need to figure everything out, and that the answers come when the mind is calm, period. Your best answers will come when you are not trying to figure them out. When you are trying to figure them out and you have all these thoughts, you are literally one thought, you're shooting energy up this way. You're having another thought or solution, you're shooting it up this way. Next thing you know, you got 20 thoughts, 20 ideas, 20 situations, and all of a sudden now you just feel defeated. Well, yeah, because your energy is going off. We don't see it, but it's happening. As you think, you create these connections to these different things. So now you're connected to answers, and now you got all this energy coming in from all these different sources, and it's going to get jumbled. It's going to be like listening to 20 songs at one time and trying to hear what one song is saying to you. It would be literally impossible. Your mind's going to overload, your brain, your whole body is going to feel it, and then you're going to say, screw this. I don't want to do this. Or this is too much. Nope, I'm done. You know, and then we will go back to thinking sometimes, well, why did I get here? Why did I do this? It's that hamster wheel. So in those moments, do your best to picture a wheel maybe turning in your mind and slow it down. Stop it. Picture it stopping. Just see a big red stop sign that says stop. B, allow that energy that you're feeling to be there without judgment. Do your best in those moments because they are intense. And the best way, the most effective way you're going to move through them is through self-love, self-acceptance, self-love, and allowing gentleness. We give our understanding to others so easily. If a friend calls you and says, oh, I'm having a really bad day, usually our answers are going to be kind. Well, what can you do for yourself today? What can you do? You know, maybe instead of making dinner, you're going to order food in. Maybe instead of working all day and then going to do groceries, you're going to come home and just order food or ask someone to help you make food. Just little things that are so self-loving that we don't realize we don't allow ourselves to do. So we're so quick to say that to someone else, but when we're having a bad day, we're like drill sergeants, you know, on ourselves. We want to know why. What's going on? What did we do wrong? What are we doing wrong? And it's not about, I promise you're not doing anything wrong. But yet we know when we're experiencing something we don't want to feel, we quickly want to know how to get rid of it. But then that act of trying to get rid of it glues it to you because you are not allowing it to be. Think about hearing a funny joke, a really funny joke, or you see something really funny happening and you're trying so hard to not laugh, right? It's almost impossible. You're going to laugh or you're really pushing it down. It takes so much effort to stifle that laugh. It's the same with fear, sadness, anger. Think about it that way. When you're angry and you're trying to stifle it or trying to not allow yourself to feel anger, you are doing the same thing you would be doing with laughter. You're trying to stifle it. You're trying to silence it, right? And emotions want to be expressed. So when you hear something funny, we laugh. When we see something very sad or experiencing something very sad, we cry. Or we intensely feel it. If we don't cry, our hearts break a little bit, right? When we're feeling peace, it shows. You feel it. You flow. So it's very important to stay in touch with you and your self-love and the love that you give to others, to turn it towards the self and really focus it on the self right now, right here, today, this afternoon, this evening, when you go to bed, when you wake up. Gentle. You want to be gentle and kind. It is if you aren't, say you are really hard on yourself, you're not doing yourself a service. You are giving yourself a really tough barrier to overcome, because without your self-acceptance, you won't get it from anybody else. Without your self-love, you will never be able to fully feel love or accept love from anyone else. So it's very important to start with the self and to go from there. And remember, it's a process. We want answers. We want answers now. We want everything to change. We want everything to change now. And we know that that's because we know that that's the way it's supposed to be. So moving through that with grace, with kindness, with compassion, as much as we do for others, for ourselves. And it gets easier the more you do it. When I catch myself, being hard on myself, or I look back at the end of the day and I say, well, I could have done this or this or this, or I wanted to do this or this or this, and I did this only. And then I'm like, wow, Tamara, get it together, do this. And then it's like, no, now this is where that self-love comes in. Okay, I'm going to allow myself to be. I'm going to allow myself to just not be perfect all the time, to lower the expectations and demands that I place on myself daily. Because if you were to, I'm sure in your life, you've had people tell you that, wow, you're really amazing, or you're really kind, or you're really generous, you're really easy to talk to. I feel like I've known you my whole life, or I feel like I can talk to you easier than I've ever been able to talk to anybody else. That's because the light is within you. That is because of who you are. That is who you were born as. It's not who you need to become. It's not something you need to learn. It's not someone you need to learn. It is you, your essence. It's unlearning the parts that block you from who you really are. Unlearning the patterns, the beliefs. And it takes time. So be gentle. Know if you are experiencing something intense in this moment, in the last week, month, couple of months, you are not alone. There is many, many, many people, including very spiritual people that have been on this walk for a long time, who are experiencing the same thing. No one is exempt from this. And if they are, there could be people, but from what I know, we're all here to experience and help shift this entire reality of the 3D world that we live in. We're shifting from the 3D right up to the 5D. So it's never been done. It's going to feel disorientating. It can bring about anxiety and different things. Hence why I wanted to talk about grounding today and walk you through a guided meditation. Your root chakra is safety, comfort, security. If at any time in your childhood, any of those, your safety, your comfort, your security, your home, your parents, if any of those were unstable, I want to say unstable, I don't mean that in a bad way, I just mean in a way that as children, we don't observe and take things apart the way we do as adults. As children, we're innocent. We know how things should be. We know pure love. We know unconditional love. And when we don't get that in return, somehow it creates beliefs that we're not good enough. If you moved a lot, or your parents struggled with money, or your mom or dad were in and out of your life, that's also going to create a foundation of instability. Meaning, I don't know if this person will be here when I need them. Is my mom going to be there when I feel really sad? Is my dad going to be there? Are they going to accept me and love me? Were you ever scared as a child and told your parents and they told you, you're overthinking things, or you're attention seeking, or, all these different things? These create beliefs as children that as adults, they sit in our subconscious and they drive many things, many beliefs, many patterns, many actions, many repetitive behaviors. And sometimes we don't even know that's where it's coming from. So grounding your energy is a very good way to stop an energetic overwhelm. Many of you will know what I mean when I say that. It is feeling like you just ran a marathon or 20, and physically you haven't done much. But in your mind, you have done a million things. And now you're energetically exhausted, overwhelmed, in a state of go, 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 or I'll feel better when this is done. I'll feel better when this is done. It's time to ground. So I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes. Thank you to everyone who's still watching. Drill sergeants. Yes, Eric. We're so hard on ourselves. And when I take a look at how I treat others, and then that voice in my own head, sometimes I'm like, oh, wow, I need to really work on, loving myself. Or when someone else tells me, you should do this, or you should be more gentle. It's like, oh, I feel that, right? And it's like, thank you for telling me that. But when I say it to myself, I don't always accept it as easily as if someone else were to say it to me. So for months, I've been practicing that self-reassurance, self-comfort, self-love, self-gentleness, compassion, kindness. If I feel like I didn't accomplish something I didn't want to accomplish today or for the last couple of weeks, I do my best to not get hard on myself. Don't drill myself. Don't grill myself. Why didn't you do this? You should be better. Someone else could do this. What if? And now anxiety starts to come in. And then it's like, I don't know what to trust, what feelings to trust. When you are in a state like that, remember, source is peace. Source, your guides, your angels are peace. So those thoughts that come to you in those moments, do your best to remind yourself that is not source. You are not here to be punished. You are not here to suffer for no reason, right? Your goal here isn't to suffer. Your goal here was to understand suffering, so you knew what to change. Your goal was to dive deep into the collective, into these stories that play out in this reality, that we heard the call from from the stars. We heard the cries of children, of mothers losing their children, right? Fathers losing their children, fathers losing their wives, couples arguing the oppression of the feminine, right? And even the oppression of the divine masculine. That part that they say men shouldn't cry. Real men don't cry, right? That goes against your very nature. You are powerful, emotional, strong, willing, compassionate beings. So not allowing yourself to cry or feel your emotion is going against who you are. And those are the different paradigms, beliefs, realities that you're here to break. You're here to break them so they no longer have a hold on humanity. As you move through them, knowing, willing, and understanding of what it is you're doing here, you are completely in your power. Grounding connects you to Mother Earth. Think about it. Gaia, what does she do? She nourishes, feeds, takes care of every single plant, tree that is on this planet. We're talking trillions, probably even more than trillions, whatever's after trillions. Every day, you don't have to think about that tree growing. It does. You don't have to think about your hair growing. It just does. You don't have to think about your nails growing. They just do. You don't have to think about your lungs breathing. They do. Your body just functions so much on its own. And a lot of that is connection to the Mother Earth. Allowance, kindness, loving, gentle. Those and many more. And as you ground to that, it is very powerful. You allow Mother Earth's energy to come up through you, which allows peace to flow through your body. And it allows you to be pulled down, anchored, and held. So if you ever have that feeling where you feel really alone, or you're like, oh, I wish someone could just hold me right now, or you feel like holding a pillow or a teddy bear. I mean, they're coming up in very ways that we would have dealt with them as children, because a lot of these beliefs were learned as children. So we deal with them in ways that children would. And sometimes we don't understand. Why is that there? Why do I want to be held right now? You know, why do I feel scared? Why does this all feel like too much? Ground and slow the mind. So I'll give you a couple minutes. I'll give you about, a minute here to either sit or lay down, get comfortable, go get yourself a drink of water, whatever you need to just relax for the next 5 to 10 minutes as I walk you through a visualized guided meditation with music to help you ground. I want to keep it short. I am planning on doing longer ones for different, one for anxiety, one for trust, one for surrender, one for sleep. You know, I want to do a few of them. So I will be doing those on my YouTube in the upcoming weeks. Today it's going to be about 5 to 10 minutes. So if you want to get comfortable, get relaxed, light a candle, get your coffee, whatever you want to do that now. And I'm going to start the music and just play that. And like I said, in about a minute, we'll start. Shut the curtains if you want. Make it dark. For me personally, I like it dark. When, again, when I'm in that state of energetic, or I'm just like, everything's too much, my mind's racing, I just want to break for 5 minutes. I make it dark and I lay down. So I make sure I'm comfortable and I'm warm. So whatever it is that you need to do to get into a comfortable position, do that now. And we will get this. What I'm listening to, the music I'm playing, is just 528 hertz music. There is many other frequencies that you can tune into that have different qualities. 528 is I find 528 hertz is very grounding for me. Some call it the grounding frequency. Some call it the miracle tone. Some call it, there's many terms for it. So again, depending on where you read, it may say something different than what I'm saying, but overall, these frequencies are loving, kind, supportive, and safe. So 528, there's 432, that's also, maybe it's 432, that's the miracle tone. I'd have to double check it, but 528 hertz, I found for me, personally, when I listen to it, I find it very calming, relaxing, and soothing. Another technique I use when grounding is I will put on dolphins and whales. I don't know if you guys have ever listened to dolphin and whale music. You can put it into YouTube and you can put dolphins and whales 528 hertz. And it will bring up the 528 hertz frequency that you hear in the background. And it will also allow you to listen to dolphins and whales. Dolphins and whales, just like man and woman, we're keepers of the land. Whales and dolphins are the keepers of the oceans. And if you think about it, there's more ocean than there is land. They are highly energetic, powerful beings that incarnated into our water. And their songs, whale songs, whale sounds, reverberate and they heal the earth with their sound. Like they heal through the water. They go down to the core. The water is able to carry it to the depths and go into the core and cause healing, which then reverberates out to all of humanity. Through nature, through sound, through music, through love, through kindness, through all the things that feel good in this world. You can close your eyes. You can keep your eyes open. There's different ways for different people. Again, if you're unsure, my suggestion is, in a state of energetic overwhelm, to lay down, take a few deep breaths, turn your phone on Do Not Disturb. If you can get an hour of time alone, try to do that daily, where you disengage from everything. Disengage from your responsibilities, disengage from the things that you think you could, want to do, and just be. Because that is the essence of who we are. Human beings, not human doings. Right? We want to do. Go. All right. Okay, we'll take a couple minutes here, or a couple seconds. You guys can hear the music. Is it loud enough? Might turn it up just one more. There we go. Okay. All right. All right, to begin, whether you're sitting or laying down, I want you to imagine your body, and I want you to imagine from within a bright white light that can start from your heart, it can start from your belly button, the top of your head, wherever you see it, wherever you feel it. If you're feeling any anxiety, worry, or stress, I would like you to picture the light starting there. And breathe in, and with each breath in, I want you to imagine that light expanding. And as you breathe out, imagine releasing the thoughts that are on your mind, the concerns, the worries. I want you to picture your breath blowing these out. Put them into the form and the thought and belief that as you breathe out, you release any and all energy that is overwhelming and that no longer serves you. So breathe in and out. Release all concerns, all worries, all thoughts. It doesn't have to happen right away. There are times where this will take a little bit longer to relax the body. Feel your legs relaxing. Allow your hip muscles to relax, to release all tension, to sink into whatever surface is below you, whether you're laying down. If you are laying down, either on your back or on your stomach, or sitting, I would like you now to imagine the most beautiful piece of earth. It can be the sand, it can be the forest, it can be in the water that you could be laying and floating. Whatever comes to mind, trust it. Now I want you to picture from the base of your root a red circular orb. It can be as big or as little as you want it to be. I expand it to be the size of the width of my hips and about the size of a basketball. Now I want you to picture it red and allow the light that you pulled in earlier to your body to start to flow into that red orb, and slowly watch it as it spins, soothes, relaxes. It can be moving fast, it can be moving slow. It can be glowing bright and then dulling and then brightening up with each breath and dulling. It can be stationary, whatever you see. If you are having a hard time visualizing this, just listen to my voice. And know that as you take in these words, your subconscious attaches to them and starts to do everything that I'm saying without effort. There is no effort here. It is allowance. Being willing to see and feel. Now from this red orb, this red spinning ball, picture a golden cord coming right from the center. Now I want you to picture this cord moving down through whatever surface you are sitting on. Push it through the bed, push it through the couch, push it through the earth. And I want you to imagine it pushing through layers through the earth. Picture it moving through the soil. Picture it lighting up energetically with white light, a cord that is moving steadily through the earth to the core. Its destination is the core, the middle of the earth. Imagine that however you feel, you see that. Now your golden cord is in the core of the earth, and I want you to wrap it around a white circular ball that is within the earth. Take your cord and wrap it. If you have to wrap it 3 times, 4 times, if you hook right in the middle and it sits there, that's beautiful. Whatever you need to do to anchor this energy, and know that right now in this moment, all of your energy in your body is connected. You are connected, you are safe. Now I want you to imagine this orb that's in the core of the earth expanding to the size of the earth with bright white light. Some may see pink, some may see blue, some may see orange, some may see all the colors. Trust what it is that you see or feel. As this energy expands out to the earth, it is also expanding up your cord. Now it's coming into the red circular ball that is your root chakra. And now there is light expanding it bright, 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 bright. And it moves up to your next chakra, which is just below your belly button, the sacral chakra. That is orange. Picture a bright orange ball just below your sacral chakra. Now I want you to imagine pulling up this light from your root chakra, visualizing that it is connected to the core of the earth. There is nothing else you need to do, to think about, other than allowing yourself to feel this energy move. Pull it up to your sacral. Allow any and all pelvic muscles, hip muscles, feet, legs, imagine them becoming like jello. Imagine them like marshmallows. You're releasing and relaxing, surrendering in to Mother Earth, Gaia, holding you, pushing loving energy up through your energetic body. There is nothing you need to do to deserve this. There is nothing you need to do to earn this. This is unconditional love for all. From your sacral and your root, I want you to imagine that ball of light, those two balls of light, expanding up. They're going to hit your solar plexus, which is just above your belly button. That is yellow. Imagine this yellow ball turning white and expanding. Imagine it as love, the most unconditional love and acceptance that there is. If you are scared, this light says, with me you are safe. If you are worried, this light says, with me I will take care of you. Let go. Let go of all those concerns, worries, stresses. Release them into the love of Mother Earth. Allow this energy from your solar plexus, sacral and root chakra now to start flowing down into the earth. You can picture it as a wave of energy, a trickle of energy. You can picture it as water. You can picture it as fire. You can picture it as smoke swirling around. If you're feeling a lot of stress, anxiety, you can picture the stress or anxiety as darker colors. You can picture it as black spots. And as this energetic light and love starts to flow through you, it is surrounding those lower vibrations, anxiety, fear, worry, anger, sadness. It's surrounding them with angelic wings of love, with angelic waves of love. Imagine the love that you feel from your children, from an animal. Imagine the most unconditional love you have felt. And now I want you to pull that love within you and trust that this is taking place. All of this love is filling you up right now. From here, I want you to breathe. When you breathe in, pull your energy up to your heart. See your heart expand. Your heart chakra is green. Some see it as pink. Some see it as rainbow. Sometimes it will be platinum. It'll be white. Whatever feels loving and kind and gentle, soothing, you picture that color. Imagine this light, opalescent, swirling. Maybe it changes colors, starting to flow through your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is your center. Your heart chakra connects the energy from below, Mother, with the energy above, Source, Father, Creator. Your heart is your center. Your heart is your portal. Your heart is your most powerful tool. Your heart is what allows love. It is what allows compassion and kindness. I want you to breathe in and expand this light. And now picture a channel moving up from your heart to your throat chakra, which is blue. Expand it. Expand it with love, allowance, and kindness. Right now, you are just being. Right now, there is nothing you need to do. Right now, in this moment, you are free. Right now in this moment you are safe. Right now in this moment you are protected. Right now in this moment is the only place you need to be. Right now in this moment, any and all peace that you have wished for in your life, you can tap into. But it's not effort. It's about allowing yourself to open and receive. It's about surrender. Allowing yourself to be in a state of being. This is one of the most loving things you can do for yourself. To give yourself that break, that release, that kindness, that love that sometimes we yearn for. This is how you recharge. Here there is no judgment. Here there is only love. As you sit here, that ball of energy is going to expand from your heart. It's going to start running down your arms, to your elbows, to your forearms, to the palms of your hands, to the tips of your fingers. Relax as much as you can. Allow your body to drop into this feeling and knowing. From your throat chakra, this light is now going to move up through your throat, through your mind, and it's going to land on your forehead and in the back of your head and in the center of your brain. This is your third eye chakra. This is where feeling and knowing comes from. Your heart helps you to transmute and to love. But the third eye is what allows you to sense it. It's what allows you to know, even when you don't physically see. Your third eye is very powerful. Your third eye is where those little intuitions come from, those little aha moments. It's all your third eye. I want you to see your head surrounded by white, energetic light flowing from the earth. Again, it could be smoke, swirling beautifully, maybe in symbols, maybe in the form of an infinity symbol. It could be water flowing up and then flowing back down, flowing up, flowing back down. From here, from your third eye, you're now going to imagine a giant orb on the very top of your head. This is your crown chakra. Some people see this as purple. Some people see this as white. Again, there are many different colors. Expand this chakra now with energy, with bright white light, with green light, pink light, whatever it is you see. As this ball expands, a pillar starts to form above your head. A pillar of energy that you are pushing up to source. That's connecting you to the cosmos. It transcends time and space. This pillar allows you to connect to your higher self, to your guides, to pure God source essence. This is your above connection. Imagine energy flowing up from the earth, through your body, pushing it up through the top of your head, connecting to source. A bright, white pillar of light. Expand this out now to 6 feet in all directions. This is your energetic pod. While you are in this place, you are untouchable. While you are here, you are free from all restraints of the 3D. You are free from all burdens, worries, and stresses. Here, you are supported. Here, you can just be. Here is pure peace. This is your energetic pillar. This is your energetic pod. This is where you come to recharge, to be held, to be loved, to be guided, to be heard, and to just be. For myself at this stage, I will imagine this pod of light around me, and I will pull myself down into the ocean in this pod. And I will imagine dolphins and whales and the entire ocean kingdom swimming around me in love, in honor, in acceptance. And I will imagine their songs flowing through my body, allowing me to just be, even if it's for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, an hour. In this space, you are free. In this space, there is no place for the mind. In this space, there is nothing required of you but to just allow. Relax your body and just be. It's not a time to think, it's a time to feel. You may feel physical sensations. Sometimes you may feel twitching. You may feel your stomach grumbling. You may feel energetically different things moving. You may feel like coughing. You may feel very sleepy. Whatever comes up, trust it. From your root chakra to your crown chakra, as energy goes up, I want you to loop it back down, however that looks, from above. And you're going to loop it back to your ground, your root chakra. You're going to create a cycle, a loop, where the energy flows up and it flows down. It flows up and it flows down. There is no beginning, there is no end. It is a continuous loop. I will sometimes imagine this as an infinity sign, vertically on my body. The top infinity sign loop is around my head. The bottom is around my feet. That infinity sign connects within my heart. It is the meeting point within my heart chakra. Breathe in, cycle the energy through half of the infinity sign. When you breathe out, you're going to cycle the energy to the other half, always meeting in your heart. You may experience visions. You may see nothing. You may be able to visualize what I'm saying. You may be visualizing something completely different. Whatever brings you peace, you trust, you follow. If you fall asleep, know that no matter what, your subconscious has picked up everything that I am saying. If you have found yourself thinking too much, and you catch yourself and you realize, I haven't heard this, or maybe the last 30 seconds of maybe something I have said, trust that that's okay. You bring yourself back to yourself. I bring myself back to me. The mind can get very busy and it can race. The more you sit in this energetic space, the more calm, the more loving, the more safe, secure, and empowered you will feel. And that in turn will just allow you effortlessly to move through your days from this space. Pull in any thoughts, beliefs, heaviness. Pull it within your heart. Picture it as heaviness. Picture it as, like I said, maybe black energy, a black bubble. And I want you to pull that into your heart. If you feel it in your stomach, breathe in and pull it up to your heart. If you're feeling peace right now, just continue to feel peace. Breathe and allow yourself to just flow. You're not here to do anything right now. You're here to accept unconditional love from your ancestors, from your higher self, from your star family, your spirit animals, Mother Earth, all her inhabitants, the keepers of the inner earth, fairies, butterflies, dragons. All these beings are connected to the earth, and they are at your service anytime you need. In this space, you can picture butterflies, blue, green, red, fluttering around you, surrounding you with love. Imagine bursts of energy coming off of them with each flap of their wings, coming towards you. Imagine this energy coming in through your feet, pulling it up through your body, into your stomach, to your heart, to your throat, to your mind. Feel the white light. Feel the love. Feel the surrender. From this place comes healing. From this place comes unconditional love. Complete 100% allowance. You are safe, you are protected, you are surrounded by angels, by your star families, by countless light beings who support you daily. Connecting in like this is connecting from within. When we don't go within, we go without. From within, your reality is created, your outer reality. From within, your outer beliefs are manifested. From within, you project your reality to what your eyes see, to what your body experiences. The most powerful place for you to connect is within. From within your heart, from within a place of trust and allowance. As we close this off, you can continue to stay in this space. This is a space you can get to anytime, anywhere. I want you to picture a purple amethyst crystal, the size of a golf ball, forming in front of you now. I want you to picture that crystal flowing towards your heart. As you take a deep breath in, I want you to pull that crystal into your heart. And I want you to hold it within your heart, to trust that it is there, to know that it is within your heart at all times. This amethyst crystal will do different things for each person. It will show up for you the way it needs to. Trust it. Again, you can stay here. You can fall asleep here. You can cry in this space. You can feel in this space. You can just be. You can go from this space into your day. You can go from this space into watching a movie, into your job, into your interactions with everybody. Come from this space. I want you to imagine all the white light energy that is surrounding you to begin to spiral and form and begin to suck and pull from that crystal into the crystal. All the energy that surrounds you right now, I want you to swirl it, pull it into that amethyst crystal that is within your heart. This will ground you above and below. Sorry, that music got really loud. Take a few deep breaths now. Wiggle your toes. Feel your hands. Slowly begin to open your eyes. Ground yourself into your body. Feel your body right now. Slowly begin to open your eyes as you're ready. All right. Give yourself a minute. Woo! That was very powerful. For me, I've never done a guided meditation before, so this was the first of many. I appreciate everyone who is here with me today, everyone who will continue to watch this in the coming hours, days, weeks, months. This is a very powerful tool. This is your power. What you felt in this was your power. Whether you felt it on a small scale, large scale. If you felt nothing, that's okay too. Keep going. You are so powerful and capable. We're just not always encouraged to do this enough and to feel our power from within, to pull the energy from around us within. No one really, there are guided meditations you can follow, many. I always found I needed a little bit more than what they did in the guided meditation. So I've always kind of seen what I just explained when I first started meditating. There are times when I meditate and I don't see anything. Thank you, Eric. I'm so happy that you enjoyed that. I am planning on doing more guided meditations for different things. Possibly, a daily morning one. And I'm so happy that you were able to feel that energy surrounding you, because it's powerful and it's limitless and it's always available. Always available. We just, again, we can get so busy with our lives that we don't go within. From within is so powerful, flowing, loving, and gentle. As you do this more, as you ground and allow yourself to feel how connected you are, you'll just notice your days feeling less blocked. You'll wake up, and if you had anxiety for most of your life, the more you do this, you'll start waking up, and all of a sudden you're going to be wondering, where did that go? I all of a sudden don't feel so stressed out about this situation. If you're having trouble coming up with a solution or an answer, or you just find you just have no idea what to do in a situation, this is a powerful place to go. Connect above and below. And trust that answers come with silence, with flow, with just being, with letting go. And just being who you really, truly are. You are powerful beyond measure, powerful beyond measure. Your love and that energy that you surrounded yourself with, you have the ability to surround the whole earth with that. And again, it doesn't take any effort, just an intention to surround others with that loving energy. You can surround your loved ones with that same feeling when you are in that space. You can surround your cat, your home, your couch, your bed, your car, your TV, your food, your books, your bath, your shower. Surround it with that energy. That's what I do. I pull it into as many places as possible. And again, that's just imagining it in the mind. I will look at my couch and I'll just picture it as bright white light energy before I sit on it. And as I sit on it, I picture that bright white light from the couch flowing up, like this. It can be like this. Sometimes it's like this. Sometimes it can be like a wave that comes up and comes back down. A wave that comes over, the front and the back. Sometimes it can be roots that grow out from your heart, from your throat. It can be angelic wings that you picture that surround you in your pod. It can be hands of an angel, of God, Jesus, Source, your mother, Mother Earth, any animal. Yes, as above, so below, and vice versa. It's as above, so below. As within, so without. What you do within will always manifest without on your outer reality. Within is your place of power. From within, you create everything around you. So much love to you all. If there's anything specific on meditation, say you are experiencing something that you're struggling with, please feel free to comment on this video or message me. Hey, I think a meditation for maybe overthinking, or a meditation for pain relief, a meditation for whatever, whatever you can think of, or say you're struggling with something or having a hard time moving past something, feel free to share it with me. I do a lot of these lives, and I want to start doing these meditations, but I want to make sure that if there is something you are struggling with or having trouble moving through, or it's heavy, or you're not sure, or you're confused, I want to help you. I'm here with no demands. I come with pure love to help, to guide, to teach, to learn. I'm still learning. I do my best to be open, vulnerable, and I come with love and kindness, always. So feel free to message me, and I will be doing another one of these shortly. Thank you to everyone who tuned in from the beginning and watched it. Thank you to everyone who will watch this. Feel free to share this. Write this down. Write it down. Switch it up. Add colors, add whatever it is. Add, take away. You form it to the way that flows the best for you. Because as you do that, you become more powerful. If it's easier to just listen to someone speaking, just listen. You don't need to visualize it. Just feel it. Trust whatever comes up. Trust yourself. Love yourself. And be so, so, so gentle. Just see, yeah, okay. Think, yeah. Thank you all. I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. And I hope this has assisted you to move for the next little while in peace. Hopefully the day, maybe longer. Do this when you wake up, before you go to bed. You can do this at any moment in the day. Say a situation comes up and you feel super stressed out about it. And the mind wants to say, oh, what should I do? What should I do? It wants to analyze, especially things in the future that you aren't able to do now. It is a time to ground, not think about how you're going to change the future or control it. Ground, and it will flow like the raging river. We find peace within chaos. We are our peace within the chaos. If you are at peace within, it doesn't matter what is going on without. It does not matter what is going on. You will flow through it effortlessly. If not effortlessly, more easily than you would if you were just coming from solving a problem. You come from a different consciousness when you come from within. So much love to you all. Wonderful day. And keep loving, keep going. It's intense right now. Some may feel it more than others. Some may be experiencing more ups and downs. You may go a week without feeling any kind of interruption, and then you can go the next day and have the whole day just feel like it's uprooting you. Every hour, every minute. Trust the process. You are good enough. There is nothing more you need to do than to just be yourself and love who you are now. Now. Always now. Powerful beyond measure, guys. You are powerful beyond measure. I'll see you guys soon.